Hello, this is Miho. I'm recording this in Canada. How are you guys doing? I hope your mental, physical health are good and fit. So today I'm going to talk about this invisible wall in front of you. It implies that, you feel like there is a big wall in front of you and you cannot go beyond that because it's just stopping you from you going forward, right? But it could be this wall you think might not be there, might be just illusion of yourself in your mind. So this is an example that people who experiment in a big tank with a shark inside. So it's a huge tank and there is a shark inside, right? Who eats everything, it seems. So when people put the baits, the small fish, shark, of course, will come and eat them all. It's just his nature, right? It just eat them all, right? Then one day, so this is the experiment, they put the fiberglass divider inside of this big tank. So one side is the bait, the little fish, and the other side is a shark. So it's a two space in a big tank, right? Divided by this fiberglass. So it's clear, so you can't really see, right? From shark's point of view or a little fish's point of view. But anyway, there is a divider, right? So when the bait comes in the water, shark will go get it, but it can't go. It get bounced off because of this wall, the fiberglass wall in between. And then he will try to get that fish, so he goes towards it, and then it bounces off. And he attacks it because that's his nature, and it bounces off much harder. He keeps doing at it, and then it getting less of attempts and less. And finally, he gives up. He won't do it. Even though there are fish, there's fish, swimming, right there. So after a couple weeks, they decided to take this divider out of the water, which means you have the environment that the shark could go anywhere. And then, of course, they put the baits in, the little fish is swimming, and what did shark do? He didn't attack them. He didn't even bother those little fish. He thinks there is a divider. It's a learned behavior, right? The learned sort of image in his behavior that he didn't even try to attack those baits. So that applies to us humans too. You had the failure or you had the shortfall in the past and you have that in your memory and you start to build this wall in between where you want to be from where you are. And it could be, there is no wall. It could be it's just in your mind building that wall. And of course, when you had that, painful experience that it didn't go well, that was just one point in your history in a lifeline. But you don't need to carry that over to now because we are all changing. We are always growing. The environment around you is always growing as well. So it's always new. So the wall you think is stopping you might not even there. It could be it's clear in a way that you could just go wherever you aim, wherever you want it to be. So when you think, that way, we could be trained to think that you have certain limitations. You can't go beyond this because of the certain experience that you had in the past, especially the painful one. We think automatically it's no way. But that was just one point in your lifeline. And then it could be, it's just in your mind creating this invisible wall that you think you can't go past that. But in reality, you are free to just go wherever you want to go and you aim at where you want to be from where you are right now. So think of this shark story in a big tank and a fiberglass in between, And it could be it's just learned behavior that, it blocking you. So, the time went by, things have changed, you've grown as well. So things could be totally new. So when you think there is an invisible wall, you can't go past it, maybe it could be it's just creating from your head, creating in your mind. And you just think to yourself there is a wall. In reality, it could be just totally free for you to just go along, swim along freely. So this is one analogy that it could sink in with you, and maybe it helps you to see what's really happening in your head versus what's happening in reality. So maybe you could push forward a bit, at a time to test your water and go forward. Okay, I hope this helps, and see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care.